Well, so we ended up starting late today because I needed to do some other stuff and I had to start my other next horror video up. It's gonna be a weird one because we're gonna be doing FNAF. There's gonna be FNAF in there, which is gonna be a weird one, but that's not the purpose of this video. So off stream, I was able to fine tune things. I put in this at 5 seconds. People, 5 seconds is enough time for you people to read text. But I hope it works. I really do hope it works. But we've changed some dialogue around. I kind of made her batshit crazy, which I don't know if it's what I'm gonna keep. But for the most part, her sequence is done. So now we can actually move on to Isaac and Pals. But there's still some sound effects that I have to actually put in. So we'll get to that shortly. But anyways, Mia's done. Well, Mia 1's done. I have no idea when this is actually going to be released. We'll figure that out later. Okay. Alright, let's see. Isaac. Where are you? I already know I have to extend this. So, that should be enough. Just in case. All right. All right. I just don't know how much I should extend it by. It should be right there. All right. So that's at least 7 seconds. My biggest thing now is I don't know whether or not I should include in-game footage and just make the sprite animation just a standalone. It would save time because I wouldn't have to actually go in-game and get to their specific locations. Like, for example, if I included in-game footage, I would have to play up until Bolt and do everything else. That's not bad, but later on, that might be a pain in the ass. Especially if the sprite animation is done in a timely manner. Like imagine, after this, I'm moving on to Tread. Then I got to get all the way to Tread, do all that extra stuff, and the time constraints that I have right now, it's going to be conflicting. It definitely is. Well, it's just something we have to figure out later, I guess. Okay. We'll worry about that when the time comes. So let's give ourselves, at least... This is 7 seconds. Let's give ourselves at least 20 seconds, 21 seconds worth of yapping. Okay. That should be enough. All right. No, this is actually... Alright, that's 6 seconds, actually. The only problem is I don't have auto-snapping on, so this has to be very, fatal frame-ish. Okay, it's good. I think off topic, but this is a good since we're in CapCut right now, I can actually explain this. So for my other videos, obviously not this, but I'm using an older version of CapCut before the monopoly set in. They started putting things behind paywalls, but it's because I'm using such an older version, things don't work at times. And closed captioning has been a big issue. It doesn't apply to this, but it applies to my other videos. Obviously, people know I have my chest injury that shows up from time to time. It's showing up right now. My voice is starting to sound like Wolverine. So it affects my voice. So that's why I use closed captioning in my videos. so people can actually understand what the hell I'm talking about. But due to this being such an older version of it, it's glitchy. Like there'll be times where I'll make some crazy ass grammatical error, and I'll attempt to fix it. I'll fix it, but it won't register in the program. So it's just something we just have to deal with. It's they got big enough that right now everything's behind like a paywall, and that's just annoying. I'm sorry, it should not cost me money to extract audio files. No, if I want to extract the video, if I want to extract the sound from a video, I should be able to do that for free. But I'm not a business. Okay, so this should be about. That's 7 seconds. We're close to 24 seconds here. That should be enough to. We'll give ourselves like another little bit more wiggle room just in case. And another reason why I'm kind of hesitant. Another reason why I'm kind of hesitant using in-game footage is because we're only like halfway. We're not halfway done with this. We're like getting to the second portion of this, and we're already at 5 minutes. If I include in-game footage, this is gonna be pushing at least 20 minutes, when it probably shouldn't. But this is definitely something we'll have to sleep on. My fucking god. Okay, you're there. Never take for granted auto snapping. All right. All right, so now let's come up with dialogue. This should be enough. If not, I'll add some more. Okay. That's fine. That's not the end of the world. Okay. All right, dialogue time. I'm not gonna be too worried about this little part. All right. I don't know if you guys see the number. I'm putting this at 5 seconds. This is the reason why this is gonna be longer than it probably should be. 5 seconds. That should be plenty of time for people to actually read these texts. 501. Okay. That's fine. All right. Let's go through the resources and get stuff in. So I might as well put all 3 of them in there. I don't want to listen to Weeb tonight, but Weeb's gonna show up anyway, so fuck it. But this is a good type of Weeb. Dialogue time. $21. I really gotta go back and watch Mia's thing. I have a feeling I'm gonna be changing that around because I kind of made her into like a full-blown edgelord. Time to go find their friend and bring him up to speed on what he missed. Jesus Christ. I want to say surrounded. What? Oh yeah, we still gotta do the identity thing. Hmm. Hmm. Let's move this. That's fine. I can already tell. I'm gonna have to go. Let me do this right now because I already know this is gonna be a pain in the ass later. Oh my god! Yeah! Wow! Damn! How is that bad? Yeah, I'll do that right now. Yeah, you can tell. What the? Oh my god! Never go off visuals. That's for sure. Jesus. Oh yeah, this is not on. Hmm. Fuck it, Yu-Gi-Oh again. That's not that bad. That was actually close. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be. Wait, what the fuck? God damn. All right, I'm gonna have to just go through all this whenever I do them. If I had auto snapping on, that'd be good, but I can't have auto snapping on right now. Hey, what's up? Yeah, it's the worst. The worst. The worst feeling. The worst. But I'm enjoying myself here. I had to do Mia's cutscene like several different times, and like, all right, I kind of made her too edgy, way too edgy. So I'll probably have to nerf her later. All right. Dialogue is always the hardest part here. It really is. Okay. You're right. It doesn't help that their hostage is still here. That's what I always found funny during this fight. It's like, she's during this whole entire encounter, that random village guy is just still there. Oh, I love it. Okay, let's see. We'll have generic grunts talk now. All right. So that should be good. No, that was not good. Oh, God damn it. All right, perfect. Again, if I had auto snapping on, this would be a lot easier, but I can't have it on right now. There we go. Perfect. All right. Actually, hold on. Let's go back to the Mia scene. He's still there, likely watching Days of Repair work. It's true, especially with how like nutty these guys are. Yeah, like I feel so bad for the guy. Like a lot of the NPCs in this game, I feel so bad for. All right, let's see. You're right. Oh, I have to. Again, I have to go back to Mia's thing, but let's just finish a couple of things here, then we'll head back there. Because I'm giving people 5 seconds worth of text. That should be enough time for people to read. Again, I'm a fast reader. If something shows up, I'm gonna read it. You're right. It doesn't help that their hostage is still there. I'm done in 3 seconds, but I'm giving people 2 extra seconds. This means this video is gonna be way longer than it probably should be. Because I'm at 5 minutes. And I just got started. But we'll see. All right. Simple enough. Okay. All right. Now let's get Isaac. Let's get Ivan in the mix. Then we can have Isaac say something. Then the fight can start. Again, I gave us like how many spaces? Well, we still have even need that much. Like, they don't need to be yapping that much. But let's actually increase this a little bit. Okay, let's get Ivan here, and we'll go from there. Copy. But yeah, 5 seconds. That's all I can get. So how do I want to go? All right. Ivan's a funny character. So, Ivan beforehand, we all know he's a smart kid. To the fact that they even let us know that, hey, Karis, you're just as smart as your dad. Cool, we know Ivan's the smart kid. Isaac, Garrett, and Ivan, in my honest opinion, specifically Garrett and Ivan, were done fine in the original game. Isaac, obviously, he's a blank slate, and we really didn't get much of him until, like, the Lost Age. So I'm going to keep Ivan as the brains of the operation, which is kind of pushing it a little bit. I can still have him be the smart guy, but we're not gonna go that crazy with the main trio here. Besides Isaac. Isaac, he has to be a shonen pro tag. Like, that's the vibe that I get from him. Okay, now, what should we have Ivan say? Alright, let's copy. This is gonna be funny once we get to later in the game. Like, Mercury Lighthouse is gonna be a train wreck. There's gonna be so much stuff happening. But so far, this is a step in the right direction. Like, we're making good progress in regards to like situations like this. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad. Okay, there we go. There we go. 21. That's good. 21. I think the hardest hurdle I'm gonna have is after Venus Lighthouse, because what I'm thinking I'm gonna do, I have to do something with the missing section of the adventure. We all know what Felix and his party does, but what does Isaac and their group do while they're chasing after Felix? They're there, but we never see them because the plot demands it. Like, Isaac's party is always a step behind. You saw it in wow, I forgot what those islands were called. The Hawaii place. So I have to actually come up with a story. Like, what are they doing in the background? Which is gonna be kind of funny. But we'll see. Maybe I can do something for Shiba too. That's good. That's definitely gonna take a lot of work. But we'll get there when we get there. But definitely, this is gonna span probably over 200 episodes. I kid you not. All right. All right. Let's see. All right. Yeah, because we know they obviously failed. They couldn't get to they couldn't get to Lemuria, so Bobby died. And Alex just let us know, like, yeah, you guys shouldn't probably go towards Toby because Bobby died. So Isaac obviously failed. So there shouldn't be repercussions of him failing because Bobby sent them on a very bad fetch mission without any like guidance. Oh, go here. That's it. Nothing else. So I'll try to come up with some random ass adventures for them to go to. It's just gonna be weird, but we just assume that, yeah, they're always in the background. They're just one step behind. Which, yes, that was the ongoing gag. Like, Isaac and their group were always just one step behind. Besides Venus Lighthouse. The Venus Lighthouse, they made it right on time. Alright. Let's see. Now, the fun part. So let's make... YouTube. Simple enough. That's it. It's just, yeah, this is fine. Um, there we go. We need to be wary of the end. It's still hilarious that there's people inside of the inn just hanging out, enjoying their lives while there's like a full-fledged battle happening upstairs. It's just so bad. Oh, whoops. You just need to be wary of the inn. Wow. Whoops. There we go. All right. Let's pause this and we'll read. That's, oh my god. Look how much time that is. Yeah, we don't need them yapping that much. We're good. Yeah, we're actually perfect. So we don't need these extra scenes. Yeah, like it's so bad. Like, but I guess people just, I guess for a scenario like this, there's so much things happening. So I guess it's hard to pay attention to what's happening on the screen and the dialogue. So I see where people are coming from. Like when the dialogue shows up, I immediately go right to the dialogue. Then I go right down to everywhere else. But people are different, I guess. Like for example, let's sit back and enjoy the edge real quick. Because I actually have to rewatch this. Let me move that out of the way. See, that seemed a little bit fast. Keep a straight face. I was kind of having a little bit of fun with this. Yeah, that's fine. That's honestly fine. That's honestly fine. I was able to read all of that and have time to spare. But we'll see. Again, I kind of made her a little bit too like dark. Oh my god! Like even like reading that, like holy shit, I kind of made this a little bit too crazy, but why not? All right, so sound effects. Let's figure this out. So the battle's going to start right here. I'm going to use Ed and Eddie yodeling. I have to use it. So we have to actually extend this a little bit more. Let's see. Yeah, it works. It does work. Because I was going with the gimmick, like, yeah, she does not like being called, or she didn't like being called very mean names. But yeah, we were just going with that. I'm like, you know what? Let's make her a little bit different from her other counterpart. What still went a little bit too like intense there. I'm like, yeah, she's interrogating these guys and about to drown these dudes. But we'll see. I like the way this is going with. Like later on, when we actually get to this little sequence, we should be good. So let's figure it out and we'll go from there. So we don't need to do anything here. Now it's just the sound effects. Let's see. Let's get the yodeling the yodeling has to go right here. Let's see. That's gonna be the hardest one to time. So edit and Netty. Okay. Now we just have to find it. All right. Did I time that right? I think we can do that there. Wait, where was it? All right, right? Okay. I think we can use that there. So it starts right here, I think. Yeah, right there. Maybe we can use it. First of all, let's put this down because this is loud as fuck. All right. Let's see. Let's cut it right here, and we'll go from there. Yeah, we'll be able to do it. I think so. It's gonna be really, really close. So let's move these out of the way. Move this out of the way. So it's right here. Okay. Let's cross our fingers. Whoops. Okay. All right, let's cross our fingers. Hopefully this does work. Oh, fuck. Let's see. Hopefully this does work. Nah, no, it's too much. I would have to actually. We could probably use that later on. Yeah, we'll say that for later. So I can probably I'll put the yodeling right there. Just gotta find it. Save that for later. All right. All right. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. That'll be a good one. Shit. Where the hell was it? I know it was there. There it is. There it is. There it is. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll definitely use that for that sequence. You gotta leave it to Ed, Ed and Eddie. Ed, Ed and Eddie has some really memorable like sequences, especially with sounds. All right. Let's see. Where are we? We were right here. It'd be right there. Yep. Let's see. Yep. Perfect. All right. So let's move these out of the way for now. Let's see. All right. I need that for the slashes. So Subara. Okay, perfect. So we need this. We need this twice. Let's see. All the other funky sound effects I can add later, but it's just the complex ones like this are kind of hard to do. Let's see. I gotta keep this all together. All right. And that's right here. Okay, perfect. The yodeling is right here. So this should be right here. Yep. Yep. So we'll copy this twice. Gotta move this a little bit this way. Right here. All right. Okay, that's fine. So for now, let's move over to the next text section because the next text section is going to take a little bit. So let's just see. We'll watch this all, then we'll go from there. All right. That's fine. I can fix that later. Okay, perfect. I do have ideas. Okay. Now, this part. What do we want to do here? All right. So we'll have him explain to the boss that they need to get out of there fast. I have to extend this just a tiny little bit. There we go. Perfect. So about right. Right there's fine. So we have at least some. Has to be right there. Okay. We don't need to go that crazy, but we'll add like a couple of extra frames so we can actually have him talking to him. So let's see. This one lasts just 2 seconds. Wow. It's fine. We'll give him one more. All right. Text. There we go. All right, so we have to keep the we got to keep the Mia Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs trend going. Wait, no. I'll just copy one of those. Copy. Paste. Simple enough. He's gonna be super cryptic. All right, let's see. Boss, we have to leave now. Exclamation point. Wait, really? Damn. Yeah, that's 5 seconds. Okay, I have to give us a lot here. Paste. We'll do a few more. We should be good to go. Alright. The biggest question now is what are we gonna have Mia do here? As we already know, she's in a mood. Very, very angry mood. Okay, there we go. Alright, that's 5 seconds. Fuck. Here we go. That should be enough. Boss, we have to leave now. We were given wrong information. Let's see. We'd keep him being cryptic. A big problem with some of the background characters in Golden Sun that I've noticed is they're extremely cryptic when it matters. Looking at you, Kraden. Kraden was just the worst. That girl, there's something seriously wrong with her. Oh, I got it. I got something good. All right, let's stop that right there. We'll cut it. Right there's good. All right, so we won't need the other one. Let's just see how this is for now. Boss, we have to leave now. We were given wrong information. That girl, there's something seriously wrong with her. Perfect. Okay, we'll put that right there. Now let's go grab Mia's stuff and go from there. Let's see. We got the perfect dialogue for this too. But before that, here we go. Easy enough. Adding the icons will definitely help us out. Whoops. Found you. Actually, let's get the icons real quick. Okay. I need to get them in there anyways. Game assets. I would put Joy. I'm gonna put that anyways. Let's see. Need this. Need this. Definitely need this. And need this. Just for funsies, we'll see how this looks. Oh my goodness, this is usually, I usually put these around 20. All right, let's see. Yep, I'm fine with that. I'm actually fine with that. I'm actually definitely fine with that. All right. Now I just have to fix this up. Who knows? I might change it to smiley face, but heart just makes it even more crazier. That's fine. All right, let's have this right here. I have to move this up a little bit. What was this? 17? No, this one has to be a little bit smaller because we're right there. Nine's fine. Perfect. More dialogue. Let's see. We'll do this next dialogue sequence. I gotta go back to her section, the first section, and put more stuff there. Okay, let's see. How long is this? What the fuck? Oh my god. Again, just the fact that... No, it's fine. Well, people wanted it? Oh man, yeah, like we have to really extend this one. Okay. So we'll cut this up until right there. That should give us enough wiggle room. So let's move this away. All right. We'll put one more just in case. I'll never forget the first time I got into Venus Lighthouse 2. The first time when this song hit, oh man, that was amazing. Dragon and Titan Blade, that was just as amazing. Damn. Yeah, we'll have to extend this even longer than I thought. It's only about 6 seconds. Okay. Let's see. Fine. 5 seconds. Okay. Oh my god. Peak, yeah, peak, that is definitely peak crazy right there. Okay. Alright, that's her boss. That's her boss. It's that crazy maniac. We really need to get out of here. Let's see. I got something here. But I gotta make this bigger. It's all good. It's all good. Ooh, yeah, you're right. Wow. That's her boss. Yep. All right, that's her boss. It's that crazy maniac. We really need to get out of here. What do I want to do? I have an idea. First of all, let's move this out of the way. I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. Found you. I knew you'd be doing this. It's fine. All right. Let me bring this down a little bit. That's at 3 seconds, so I gotta bring that down a little bit. That should be enough. I'm gonna do a funny. Five seconds. There we go. This should be enough. This is another reason why I kind of dislike Dark Dawn, because Dark Dawn did not give me like quality music like this. Okay. I'm not saying like Dark Dawn's OST was like that bad. It just was not memorable compared to this. Like hell, if I wanted to feel depressed, I'd just listen to Izumo's theme. Like they really like capture the atmosphere. Like yeah, this dragon is kind of like screwing us up here. Serpent. It's a very annoying dragon, which we'll listen to next. Yeah, like it's not good. Hold on. Wow, actually, I just got that right on point. Nice. Like this one theme just hits home. Like you knew, like this was a very depressing situation that they're in. All right. Next, we're gonna do a little funny here. I'll take a look. Interesting. So, Deafmind. Okay. All right. I'll take a look after this. Nice. Like, to be honest, like if I went to Dark Dawn now, I would not want to listen to their soundtracks. Like even like the Grave Eclipse, like the Grave Eclipse, like that portion was a prime example of just how bad like, OST was. Again, not saying all the songs are bad. It was just not really memorable. And to me, right when the Grave Eclipse hit, that's when the game just was done for me. Like I was physically drained. Okay, cool. I'll take a look. Nice. Damn. All right, I gotta extend this one more time. There we go. But like I was saying, like even like this theme lets you know like Izumo's in a very bad spot. They regardless were in a bad spot because apparently their village still got destroyed in the long run. Their village gets destroyed in the long run. Susa's sister dies and becomes a medium for the statue. Like what? What type of plot is this? I mean, sure, I guess. Oh, this is all right. I'm still at this place. These are remastered versions. Like, holy shit! Like, Izumo just did not get a good ending. Sure, you stop the serpent, but their village still gets destroyed. Sure, I guess Susa and Kushinada. Yeah, Susa and Kushinada have Himi, but they just don't have a happy ending. Yeah, Dark Dawn just does not exist. All right, let's throw the funny. I'm still rather upset with what Nintendo did. Well, Camelot. I thought this was the year. I was like, yo, Camelot's doing something. No, it's just Mario Tennis, but with adventure mode. I'm like, wow, that's smack in the face. That was actually a smack in the face. You did it. Deny being crazy. Oh boy. All right, where is it? We just need to do one more, then we should be good. Do. Yeah, same here. At this point, I just gave up. Like I told people, if you love the series, just keep on replaying the games. We're at the point where Camelot just does not care. They just don't care, and help. I think the best thing we'll get is people just doing crazy mods. Like I remember Golden Sun. There was a Golden Sun 1 mod, a hard mod for that one. It was pretty good. The Lost Age one was crazy. The Lost Age one made me so mad, but it was actually good. But it made me so mad. I'm like, wow, this is actually really hard. It's just fan projects and Copium that are keeping this series alive at this point. But it's safe to say Fortunately, since it's not Fire Emblem, Nintendo does not care. Yeah. Oh, honestly, I don't even know. I don't even know what's up with Nintendo these days. All right, that should be enough. Let's see. Make this a little bit longer. Hell, if you even gave me like a remastered Golden Sun, I'd take it. That's perfect. Like I don't need like I don't need a 3D I don't need a 3D remake. Give me something that's a little bit polished. I'll take it. But no, for some odd reason, Nintendo just does not care. And the thing is, it sucks because I want a new game. Like, I felt so empty when I beat Dark Dawn. Like, let me see. What? As I mentioned before, I was just physically drained after. I think it was when we got Amity. It was making our way towards the mountains to actually use the cloud in order to get past the first point of no return. Yeah, because that was the first point of no return. No, that's the second. The second point of no return, because the first one was when post DD depression. Because the first point of no return was when GLaDOS blew up the cave entrance. That was the first point of no return. The second point of no return is when you go over you activate the mountains and you take the cloud over into the sky. After the second point of no return, I was just so drained. And I'm blaming more on the dungeons. Like, the dungeons just overstayed their welcome way too much. Like, just give me, like, I will gladly play The Lost Age, and I'll gladly play The Lost Age or Broken Seal any day of the week. But if you told me to play Dark Dawn, probably not. Let's see. You didn't deny being crazy. Alright, just gotta move that a little bit. Let's see. Now the hard part. Well, first of all, let's go back here. Because we need to put icons here. Let's see. Okay. What was a hard boss in Golden Sun 1? I think it was just the Kraken was the vibe check. I do admit it took me a while to actually beat that guy. That guy was... He was something. Let's see. We made this 9. The Kraken was hard. Yeah. The Kraken was definitely the vibe check. Satoru's 1 was it was just gonna be a hard fight regardless. But he's easy to manipulate these days. Like, he's not bad. It's just Kraken for sure was the noob slayer. Then after that, probably Colosso. Colosso. Wait a minute. There we go. And after that, it's like everything else was relatively fine. Fusion Dragon is... There we go. Fusion Dragon is not a problem. Like, I never really had a problem with Fusion Dragon. Because, Mia with Shade in that fight is just so silly. Yeah, honestly, Kraken, Deadbeard, if you consider, yeah, Deadbeard, definitely Deadbeard, I guess. Oops. Wait, what the hell is this at? Oh, there we go. Deadbeard's just a battle of attrition, to be honest. Oh, whoops. Let's see. The Lost Stage, though, that's a different story. The Lost Stage was, there was some very mean fights in the Lost Age. Like, Poseidon has a special place in hell just waiting for him. That's Serpent too. Definitely Serpent. Mostly because I was an idiot and didn't explore the entirety of that dungeon on the exterior. Like, wow, he just restored all his health. I wonder why. Oh, that's why. Okay, cool. Let's go. Let's see. Ooh, good fight. Very, very good fight. Let's see. Yeah, that's actually perfect. Nice. Bring this down a little bit more. We don't need to add that many icons. We definitely need an icon here. One thing I did hate about Dark Dawn was you having to decide which icons to use. That was just like, we did not need that. There we go. Yeah, like, it's like, I think I was just so gun-ho, just wanting to just get in there, and I was like, I was just like so gun-ho getting in there. Like, let's go. We're at the next main dungeon. Wow, this is a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. Let's go explore some more. Oh, okay, this is what I was supposed to do. Cool. Poseidon was just watery grave, just being annoying. God, Poseidon was annoying. Let's see. Is this enough? Yep, perfect. Yeah, that's another. I don't blame the game itself. I guess the devs were expecting you to go around and explore the world. No doubt. It's just everything. Well, maybe it's because we were kids at that point, but everything was so cryptic. Like, as soon as we got the ship, we're like, wait, where am I supposed to go? Then, oh, okay, I'm getting these pieces of a weapon. Oh, okay, then, oh, everything comes full circle. But I kid you not, it took me so long to finally get to Poseidon. Like, I was just stupidly lost. And the Ankle Ruins. Ankle Ruins. I hate that place so much. It took me so long to beat it. Sure, Ayers Rock is annoying, no doubt, but Ankle Ruins, oof. So annoying. Let's see. Perfect. What else was annoying in the Lost? There's not really much that was annoying in the Lost Age. It was just... Oh, of course. My first time seeing this, I'm like, wow. They fused into a two-headed dragon. Wow. Okay. This is very epic. I'm dead. Let's see. I need a sound effect here. All right. Wait a minute. Let's actually put this together first. Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts here. Hold on. Let's see. Right. But once you got to the Western Sea, everything just came full circle. I'm like, okay, everything makes sense now. Magma Rock, peak. Magma Rock was great. Even though you can kind of like break it as soon as you get in, because burst is obviously busted. Until the intended there. Okay, pause. Let's see. Something seriously wrong with her. Whoops. Let me see that again. Hmm. That has to be a little bit longer. Right there. Perfect. That's her boss. It's that crazy maniac. We really need to get out of here. Perfect. Actually perfect. All right, now what are we gonna do here? Hmm. Let's see. I still can't believe we got away with this. All right. Hmm. Well, we don't need to go that crazy into this. Okay. So let's have some more dialogue here. So what should I say here? So this is gonna be at least a 7-minute video, probably 8-minute video. Hmm. Oh yeah, that's gonna be very interesting how to pull this one off. Yeah, I gotta definitely extend this more. Hmm. Right there. This has to be cut. Right there. That should give us enough space. No, this is definitely someone else's mix. I've heard this theme so much, and whenever I play through the Lost Stage, I make sure that I have after reunion, I make sure I have Jenna, Mia, Ivan, and Sheba as my main party until we get to the final boss. I need to make sure those guys are leveled up, especially Sheba. I know what's gonna happen. You're gonna get downed a lot. You and Ivan. Mia's fine. Jenna's fine. It's just you two. That's the problem. That was a pretty nifty thing that they did, having you gain the ability to have their own personal theme songs if you have them in the lead. That was actually really great to have. Do 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 do. All right. Let's see. All right, what do I want to have you say here, Mia? This is 31 seconds long, so actually I need to put more here. Okay, that should be enough. That was really short. Alan, this song will forever haunt. Just because IRL, I got into a car accident when I was at a red light. That just got rear-ended while I was listening to this song. I'm like, wow, what are the odds? Okay. Do 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 do. Unexpected. Nah. Yeah, I was just minding my own business. Is that a red light? I can just get rear-ended. I'm like, damn. And this happened to be playing. So whenever I hear Felix's theme, I'm like, ah, damn. Fuck. This theme. Oh, that was unexpected? Nah. What a surprise. This is a very mean theme. This boss theme just... Oh, man. Whenever I think of the bosses in the Lost Age... What a surprise, you lost your friend at me. Ah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Sure, why not? Are you certain? Yes, yes, you are very, very, very crazy. Ooh. You know, that's not, it's not that big of a deal. Oh, that's gonna make me so mad because my OCD would kick in so badly here. Because apparently with the Golden Sun font, their quotation marks on the left side go right. Damn, fine. That's fine. I will always tell people this. Whenever the monsters, the half-breeds, the gods, they're not the worst thing bosses in Golden Sun. No, it's the humans that are the problem. The humans hurt. They hit very hard. Briggs and Pals hit very hard. Moapa and his goons hit very hard. Very, very hard. It took me a few turns. I remember it taking me a few turns back in the day for Moapa and his buddies. Wow, they hit really hard. Bramble seeds. Bramble seeds. Bramble seeds. Uses a nut. The stupid ass thrust that Moapa does. Oh my god, the humans hurt. And they're not even messing around at Dark Dawn. They got synergy grenades. Like, wait, y'all developed grenades that suck up their power points? That is brilliant. That's actually brilliant. There we go. Let's see. That should be fine. We don't need the ruffian talking. Alright. So let's just see how this is gonna play out. But anyways, yeah, like I was saying, humans, the worst. Wait a minute. Oh. Okay, that's fine. Thank God. Again, not having that is kind of annoying. Yeah. Not having auto linkage just sucks. It really does. Primarily because auto linkage links everything together, but I have so many files here, it'll just link everything together. That's very annoying. All right, let's play this. Found you. Shit. Okay. We were given wrong information. That girl, there's something seriously wrong with her. Okay. Unfortunately, work is texting me right now, so I gotta respond to that. So tomorrow we'll be doing some more work on this. We're about halfway done. So I'll see people tomorrow. Have a good rest of your evening. We'll talk tomorrow.